I ended up being the other woman, and now the wife is trying to ruin my life. I, 38 female, has been dating David, 42 male, for about 18 months. He lives about 45 minutes away from me, so I thought. And so we typically only each other in person 1 to 2 times a week. For me, this was perfectly normal. I have no desire to ever get married. My parents' marriage was a shit show. And I focus on my job career. My job is very involved and demands a lot, so I was really grateful to find a partner who understood my time constraints. I was also really happy to find a partner who was able to fully support himself and was not looking to move in together. We first met at a UKG conference, of all things, at the end of August in 2024. We worked in different industries, top fields, but we both supported the same software. He was super charismatic and really fun to talk with. He instantly made me feel comfortable and like he was a friend. We exchanged information at the conference, which wasn't out of the ordinary since I also exchanged information with other people at this same conference. The conference was made for users to get in touch with each other and make local contacts to work with to ask each other questions about how we use and support the software. A few weeks later, he asked if I wanted to meet up, and I'm not going to lie, I found him really attractive, so I agreed. We got together for lunch and things turned from a colleague situation to a romantic one. Within the next month and a half, we had been regularly seeing each other. Our lives seemed to work really well together. He understood how demanding my job is and that I don't have the ability to be available for more than texting and phone calls on a regular basis. He was okay with that, and I took that as him making concessions for me and my career. Over the next 6 months, things were really smooth, and I felt like I was in the best relationship of my life. Around that April, he specifically really pushed me to call ourselves official, which was a bit weird to me because I felt that we obviously were based on our communication and interaction with each other. He specifically pushed for me to call us official, and we were texting each other multiple times every day. It seemed like a weird switch up and question at the time, but Dave made it seem like I was maybe overreacting. I eventually lost the feeling like things were weird because we fell into this regular schedule of him coming over in the evenings a couple times during the week and him spending weekends at my place. This seemed like a perfectly normal relationship to me, and now I'm just questioning myself constantly and trying to rethink if there were hidden behaviors that I missed. It's now been 3 weeks since his wife reached out to me and basically blew up my world. She introduced herself very kindly, let me know that they have been married for over 15 years and have 2 kids together. I had so many questions because none of this made any sense to me. I responded to her with my questions, but after that first contact, she never got back to me or responded to me again. I did some background check digging into Dave, and while he does actually work for the company that he claimed, he actually lives in an entirely different state. I really have no idea how he can even travel between the 2 states so frequently. The cost alone just be crazy unless he's been lying about his job role, and he's actually a traveling consultant instead of a system admin. I really don't know at this point. I've spent over a year of my life on this man who has lied to me the entire time. I feel so incredibly disgusted. On top of this betrayal from Dave, his wife somehow found not only me but also my mother and has reached out to my mom to bash me and say all sorts of horrible things about me. Mind you, Dave has met my mom and we have had dinner together multiple times. I don't even know where to go from here. At this point, I'm ready to just not trust anyone ever again. I'm just feeling really lied to, like I'm an idiot for falling for all of this, and I just want to curl up and disappear for a while. Update 1 month later. Even though I never ended things with Dave, I blocked him everywhere and have cut all contact with him. There is no way I will ever be in contact with him again. I did end up contacting a lawyer about the situation because of how Dave's wife, Cindy, ended up escalating the situation. There is now a RO in my state against both of them, and the way my state writes the RO, it says the order can be enforced in any other state, whether or not the RO has been registered in that state. It is not clear if it is either Dave or Cindy that are continuing to harass me after the RO was put in place, but the harassment has continued. So my lawyer is looking into the situation and is pursuing the case across state lines at this point. Things ended up escalating quickly after my post. Either the wife or someone close to her that knew the situation found my post. Within 2 days, I started to receive constant text messages from an area code across the country from them. saying all sorts of horrible things that were directly related to my relationship with Dave. I blocked about 15 different phone numbers before I realized I needed to contact a lawyer about this. My lawyer was able to get an ERO that ended up turning into an RO because of the severity of the messages that I was receiving. To this day, I am still getting at least 5 to 20 text messages per day from random phone numbers around the country. My mother was also getting text messages for a short period of time, but that has stopped. I cannot get into the litigation info too much because I am trying to protect myself and my family at this point. My lawyer is doing the best that he can to get the harassment to stop and is working with local law enforcement on the possibility that any criminal charges can be filed due to the severity of the harassment. In response to the comments and messages that I received, holy hell, no, I do not think that my lifestyle choices mean that I will only attract married men. UTF. No, I did not suspect anything based on him being able to accommodate my availability. My work has long hours and has a lot of on-call. I was looking for someone who would be understanding and accepting of my limitations. For the people questioning me visiting his house, yes, it was always the same place. Yes, he had clothes in the closets, food stocked in the fridge, and the place looked like it was lived in. I do not have a lot of experience with Airbnb, but from what I Googled after, this seems pretty common that people will just rent out their fully furnished house. How in the world would I have ever known? Seriously, WTF? Anyhow, this will likely be my last update. I have had to block out my account because of the amount of DMs I was receiving. Really, some of you can be major assholes. At this point, I just want to be left alone. And it looks like I will be fighting in court to make that happen. Final update 50 days later. I posted 2 months ago about finding out I was the other woman. A lot has happened in the last 2 months. I immediately broke all contact with David and have not had any contact with him since. I blocked him everywhere. I also had to retain a lawyer mainly because I had no idea where this was going, and David's wife was reaching out to anyone she even had a thought knew me. Because she kept reaching out to everyone she could find that had a connection to me, we ended up sending her a cease and desist letter. I have moved away from the city that was our place, and he does not know where I live now. He has tried to contact me to fix things with us. However, my stance is that there is no us. Everything he ever told me was a lie. In response to some of the comments and DMs that I received, no, I do not think it is odd or weird to have a relationship where you only see each other 1 to 2x a week. Like I said, I am a very busy person and I do not have a lot of free time. I also went to his place regularly. It was a fully furnished apartment with a fully stocked kitchen. There was food in his fridge, snacks in the pantry. There was zero indication that this was not a place that he lived in. Did I go through his closets? No, because who the fuck does that? That is weird as fuck. At the end of the day, I was a victim of a horrible man who was violating his wife and me at the same time. I am seeing a therapist to help process this whole situation. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.